Have you ever wondered about abandoned towns? Well, if you have, get ready for a spooky and creepy guide to the most abandoned places on Earth. We're about to take a tour of some seriously disturbing small towns that have been left completely abandoned. From natural disasters to economic downturns to nuclear meltdowns, we're diving deep into the history of these eerie ghost towns. So, buckle up, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and get ready for the creepiest countdown. Let's do this. First up, we're headed to Italy, a country known for its beauty, delicious food, and apparently, ghost towns. Meet Craco, a medieval village perched precariously on a cliff. Craco wasn't abandoned because people got bored and decided to leave. This town was literally driven out by a series of devastating landslides and earthquakes. Today, Craco stands as an unsettling reminder of the power of nature, with buildings slowly decaying and the silence broken only by the wind whistling through the empty streets. People claim to see lights flickering in the abandoned buildings, and some have even reported hearing whispers carried on the wind. Next up, we're traveling to Kayaköy, Turkey, a town with a much different but equally unsettling past. Kayaköy was abandoned in the 1920s following the Greco-Turkish War. Families were forced to flee their homes, leaving behind everything they knew and loved. Walking through the deserted streets of Kayaköy is like stepping back in time. Hundreds of stone houses stand empty, their doors hanging open as if waiting for their owners to return. The most haunting feature of Kayaköy is its silence. There are no birds singing, no dogs barking, just the wind whispering through the empty windows. The story of Kayaköy isn't just about a town, it's about the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable hardship. Get ready to saddle up, partners, because we're headed to the Wild West. Garnet, Montana, was once a booming gold rush town in the 1890s. People flocked from all over, hoping to strike it rich and live the American dream. But like most gold rushes, it didn't last forever. As quickly as it boomed, Garnet went bust. The gold dried up, and people packed up their dreams and moved on to the next big opportunity. Today, Garnet is a preserved ghost town, frozen in time from its gold rush heyday. Visitors and caretakers have reported strange noises, unexplained cold spots, and even shadowy figures lurking in the abandoned buildings. Garnet's eerie atmosphere and connection to the Wild West make it a must-see for anyone fascinated by the abandoned and the unexplained. Hold on to your sun hats because we're about to explore a ghost town that's a little less Wild West and a little more luxury resort. This is Varosha, Cyprus, a once glamorous tourist destination that's now a chilling reminder of conflict and division. During the Turkish invasion of Cyprus in 1974, Varosha was abandoned, and it's remained that way ever since. The once vibrant city is now a fenced-off ghost town, frozen in time. Imagine entire high-rise hotels, abandoned swimming pools, and empty shops, all slowly decaying under the Mediterranean sun. While access to Varosha is strictly forbidden, there have been reports of people sneaking in, hoping to catch a glimpse of this forgotten paradise. Saddle up again, folks, because we're heading back to the Wild West, this time to Bodie, California. This isn't just any old ghost town, it's a living, breathing time capsule of the Gold Rush era. This legendary Gold Rush town is like stepping onto a movie set, except it's 100% real. The buildings, the streets, and even the atmosphere seem to whisper tales of the past. During its heyday, Bodie was a wild and lawless place, filled with saloons, gambling halls, and, of course, gold mines. It was a magnet for those seeking fortune and adventure. But as with all gold rushes, the boom didn't last. The once thriving town began to decline as the gold veins ran dry. The gold veins ran dry, and people drifted away to seek their fortunes elsewhere. The bustling streets turned silent, and the buildings were left to the elements. Instead of being demolished, Bodie was designated as a state historic park and is now maintained in a state of arrested decay. This means that while the town is preserved, it is not restored, giving it an authentic, weathered look. Walking through Bodie is like stepping back in time. Each creaky floorboard and dusty window tells a story of the past. You can almost hear the clang of glasses in the saloons, the laughter of prospectors, and the sound of pickaxes striking gold. It's as if the echoes of history are still alive. It's a haunting and beautiful reminder of a bygone era. Bodie stands as a testament to the dreams and hardships of those who once called it home, a true relic of the Wild West. Get ready to board a ship to one of the eeriest destinations yet, Hashima Island, also known as Battleship Island. located off the coast of Japan. This island, with its stark and imposing silhouette, has a history as intriguing as it is haunting. Hashima Island is a haunting reminder of Japan's industrial past. Once a thriving hub of activity, it now stands as a ghostly relic, a testament to the relentless march of time and progress. Imagine a tiny island, barely larger than a few football fields, crammed with towering concrete buildings. These structures, built to withstand the harsh sea conditions, now stand empty and silent, their windows like hollow eyes staring out to sea. This was Hashima Island at its peak, a bustling coal mining community that housed thousands of workers and their families. The island was a self-contained world, with schools, shops, and even a hospital, all built to support the mining operations. But when the coal mines closed in the 1970s, Hashima Island was abandoned practically overnight. The once vibrant community vanished, leaving behind a desolate landscape of crumbling buildings and empty streets. Visitors can explore the decaying buildings, walk the deserted streets, and imagine what life was like for the people who once called this concrete jungle home. The eerie silence is only broken by the sound of the wind and the distant crash of waves against the shore. Some believe the spirits of the miners who lost their lives on the island still linger, unable to find peace. The island's eerie atmosphere, with its decaying structures and ghostly silence, only adds to the sense of unease that visitors often feel. Our next stop takes us to Oradour-sur-Glane, France, a village frozen in time for a heartbreaking reason. On June 10, 1944, Nazi soldiers entered Oradour-sur-Glane and committed an unspeakable act of violence, massacring hundreds of innocent men, women, and children. The village was left in ruins, a chilling reminder of the brutality of war. Instead of rebuilding, France decided to preserve Oradour-sur-Glane as a permanent memorial to the victims and a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of hatred and intolerance. Walking through the preserved ruins of Oradour-sur-Glane is a deeply moving experience. Oradour-sur-Glane is a place of profound sadness, but it's also a powerful reminder of the importance of peace, remembrance, and the resilience of the human spirit. Get ready to journey to the vast and mesmerizing desert landscapes of Namibia, where we'll explore Kolmanskop, a ghost town that's slowly being swallowed by the relentless sands of time. Imagine a bustling town in the middle of the Namib Desert, a place that once thrived with life and activity, with grand houses, a state-of-the-art bowling alley, an elegant theater, and even a well-equipped hospital. That was Kolmanskop during its diamond rush heyday in the early 1900s, a time when diamonds were so plentiful they could be picked off the ground. But as with all mining towns, the good times eventually came to an end. The diamond supply began to dwindle, and people gradually abandoned Kolmanskop, seeking fortunes elsewhere. They left behind their grand homes and lavish lifestyles, remnants of a once thriving community. Today, Kolmanskop stands as a ghost town, a haunting reminder of its prosperous past, its buildings slowly being reclaimed by the ever-encroaching desert sands. Sand dunes have invaded the homes, filling rooms and hallways with layers of fine, golden sand. It's a surreal and beautiful sight, a blend of natural beauty and human history, like something out of an apocalyptic movie, where nature reclaims what was once hers. Walking through the abandoned houses of Kolmanskop is an eerie experience, a journey through time and decay, where every corner tells a story of a bygone era. Get ready to enter the exclusion zone as we explore Pripyat, Ukraine, a ghost town frozen in time by one of the world's worst nuclear disasters, Chernobyl. In the aftermath of the explosion, Pripyat became a ghost town, its residents forced to evacuate their homes, leaving behind almost everything they owned. Today, Pripyat stands as a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of nuclear accidents. The buildings remain eerily preserved, with schools, hospitals, and apartment blocks frozen in time. From the iconic Ferris wheel to the empty classrooms, Pripyat is a haunting and unforgettable experience. Visitors must follow strict safety protocols and wear protective gear to minimize their exposure. Our final stop takes us to Centralia, Pennsylvania, a town with a unique and unsettling distinction. It's been on fire for over 50 years. Imagine a town where smoke rises from cracks in the pavement, where the ground is warm to the touch, and where the air is thick with the smell of sulfur. That's Centralia, a town that's been slowly consumed by an underground mine fire since 1962. What started as a small fire in a coal mine beneath the town quickly spread, becoming an inferno that has proven impossible to extinguish. Today, Centralia stands as a ghost town, its streets mostly deserted and its houses abandoned. Despite the danger and the eerie atmosphere, Centralia has become a strange tourist attraction. Wow, we've journeyed through some of the most disturbing and fascinating abandoned towns on Earth. From earthquake-ravaged villages to nuclear ghost towns, each location has its own unique and chilling story to tell. If you enjoyed this eerie adventure, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more creepy content. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next upload.